Hello, everyone, and welcome to Summer Brain Gain Activities. My name is Fauna Blanco, and it is a pleasure to present this topic alongside my colleague Jasmine Velasco. Thank you for watching, and we hope that by the end of today's presentation, you will have some resources and ideas to kick off summer learning. Please click on the description below to access the links to all the resources shared, including this PowerPoint. As we know, school is nearly out, and we want to share some practical yet powerful brain gain activities for your children to participate in during the summer. Research shows that without learning opportunities, summer brain drain can happen. And we know we want brain gain and not brain drain, right? Well, as we all know, that after the year or more that we've had because of the challenges caused by the pandemic, this summer will be even more important for us as families to find or create brain gain opportunities for our children. Did you know that 2+ months of math and reading skills can be lost over the summer break? Did you know that when school resumes in the fall, up to 6 weeks may be spent relearning materials to make up for the summer break? And finally, did you know that just 2 to 3 hours per week spent engaging a child's mind over the summer can result in brain gain? This does not mean sitting down and having study sessions daily, because there are all kinds of ways to stimulate a child's mind. Also, keep in mind, adding simple educational activities to our summer routines will help our children when transitioning back to school. And knowing that if we spend 2 to 3 hours per week academically engaged, it makes a difference in our child's learning. We want to share some practical yet powerful brain gain activities for your children to participate in during the summer. Today, we will highlight how the following activities can help us support our children. The first one is using an activity tracking tool. Next, enrolling students in community-based programs. The third one is engaging in thoughtful play and active play. And the fourth one is getting ahead on summer reading. The first brain gain activity is use a tracking tool. In order for our children to be excited and also motivated about summer plans, it is important that we first ask them about their hopes and dreams for the summer. Making your children a part of the plan is key. Setting some personal goals with our children will help keep them on track. A way to keep our children engaged over the summer is to create an activity tracking tool. First, decide on using an activity tracking tool of your child's choice. There are 3 options that we'd like to share here: the calendar, the choice board, and the tic-tac-toe. And of course, there are many others that are not listed here. Next, agree on activities that your child will complete. It can be a quick review topic or a learning-based activity to do with your child. Now, for younger children, the activities on the calendar can range from simple tasks like sorting or counting objects to writing a summer note for a teacher or a friend or finding a fun craft to do. And for older students, each day could have an activity like a review of math facts, a writing activity, or independent reading. Make sure to include rewards and incentives daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, once an activity is completed, your child can cross it off on the tool of choice. This gives a great visual countdown to the beginning of the school year and is also one way for children to develop their planning skills. And finally, accountability matters. Make it important for all parties involved, and follow through is crucial. Your child should know that this is just as important for you as it is for them. Keep in mind that focusing on one task each day is easier for children to manage and complete rather than a long to do list of activities. You can also work with your child's teacher or teachers to find activities or create review packets that are aligned with the curriculum so that students are prepared for the upcoming school year. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on the link to show you the three activity tracking tool. Okay, here you can see sample activity tracking tools. We have the calendar. We have provided June, blank calendar for June, blank calendar for July, and also for August. And the next one is the activity tracking tool tic-tac-toe. Here we have a tic-tac-toe choice menu for a novel study. So what they do is they start with the number 5 in the middle, and then they make 2 other choices to make their tic-tac-toe. Okay, and we also provided a blank tic-tac-toe menu so that you can go ahead and create some of your own choices with your child. And the next activity tracking tool is a choice board. And a choice board is exactly that. They get to choose what they want to do. And once they've completed that activity, they can color the box. Okay. And then we also have the last one here is a movie day menu, which goes with one of the choices on here. So you can see here on the bottom right, it says plan a movie day and do the movie day menu activities when the movie is over. Okay, so those are the three activity tracking tool that you can have your child choose whichever works best for them. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. All right. Now, the next brain gain activity is enroll students in community-based programs. Now, enrolling students in cost-free or low-cost support and or enrichment programs is another way of keeping our children engaged. I'm very excited to know that some, although it's limited, some of our in-person services are being offered once again, right? So there are district offered support programs such as summer school and enrichment programs. Please go ahead and contact your school site for more information on district offered support programs. And then there are also community support programs like sports and recreational activities. And we'll share a flyer in a minute. And then we also have the library, which is now open. Okay, so let me go ahead and share the flyer from the city of Linwood. We have the summer program flyer for the city of Linwood, and this is for Linwood residents. It costs $40 per week, and the program is weekly themes, and it provides lunch, the recreational activities, arts and crafts, outdoor sports, and so much more. So please go ahead and click on this link for more information and enroll your child in this great program that the city has to offer. And then we also have the link for the Linwood Library. And here you can see the Linwood Library is now open for select in-person services. So please call the library for more information. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the presentation. All right, and the third brain gain activity is to get ahead on summer reading. So, research on summer learning loss has shown that reading is one of the top areas where children lose their skills over the summer break. But by helping your child stay on top of summer reading, you can help make sure that they're prepared to go back to school in the fall. Now, some recommendations we have are first, ask your child's teacher what reading level is best recommended for your child. And then plan a trip to visit the local library and take advantage of the program they offer. Enroll your child in the reading program that's offered by the city library or even your local bookstore. Okay. So here I'm going to go ahead and share a reading list. So here's a summer reading list, okay, for grades 6 through 8. And then we also have Barnes and Noble's reading lists for grades 1 and 2. You can see on the top here, 1 and 2. Then we have grades 3 and 4, and grades 5 and 6. And then here they also have just a blank form that kids can write the titles and authors of books they've read. Okay, and they also have a summer reading program. Check it out. Okay, we're going to go back to the presentation again. All right, and finally, the last brain gain activity we would like to share is engage in thoughtful and active play. Remember, it's summer, right? So have fun this summer. Play has wonderful social, emotional, and developmental benefits for our kids, but it can also be a powerful tool in helping our kids stay on track academically. Now, bring out those cards or board games that you have. Depending on the skills your child needs to focus on, there are different kinds of games to try out. For example, card or board games are great ways to reinforce math, logic, and strategic thinking skills like counting, categorizing, logical reasoning, spatial skills, recognizing patterns, and so much more. And many of these games you probably have already heard of, right? So, I know I have a Blockers game. There's a Yahtzee, Monopoly, Dominoes, a deck of cards, Rubik's cubes. They're all great choices. And encourage your child to engage in thoughtful play with family members and friends is important as well for developing and maintaining the social skills that are necessary for school. Now, creating opportunities where your child can play with others will help them learn how to resolve conflicts, work together, and share creativity. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the links for the card games and board games. One moment. And here is the link. It's called Frugal Fun for Boys and Girls, and it's titled 15 Card Games That Are Perfect for Your Next Family Game Night, right? So this site, it just shares some card games, that are perfect for a family game night. So you just come through here and you click on the one you want. So if you want to learn how to play golf, you click on the link and it takes you to another site and it teaches you how to play golf. It's a card game, of course, not the real golf game. And I love golf. This is one of our favorites in our house. And let me go ahead and click on the other one. Now, this one is called The Strategist. And this site offers just the best family board games on Amazon. You can purchase them on Amazon if you don't already have them. And it gives you kind of like a description and the rating. Okay, so here's, Exploding Kittens card game. We actually have this in our household, and it's pretty fun. It can be very competitive. I just have to warn you already, but it offers you here a review of what it is, and then there's Clue and Monopoly. So there's so many games that they recommend and they provide you with a review. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go back to the presentation. Okay. Now, after hearing the information shared, we would like for you to think about your children or your child. Okay. So, what tool will work best for him or her to track activities? What days out of the week do you think will be best? Remember to plan on at least 3 hours a week of focused activity time. Now, I want you to look at this example. Oh, one moment. Let me share the tab first. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. So I want you to think about your child and think about which tracking tool works best for your child. Think about the days. What days out of the week do you think will be best? And remember to plan at least 3 hours a week, okay, of focused, intentional activity time. So here's an example that we have. We chose a calendar as a tracking tool of choice because that seems to work for our kids. And so remember to choose the one that works best for your child, okay? There are 3 activities, as you can see listed here, for about 1 hour total each day. We have read for 20 to 25 minutes from a selected book of choice. We have play outside for 20 minutes, like jump roping, bike riding, going for a walk. And then we also have play a board game with siblings or another family member. Now, as you can see, these 3 activities will total 1 hour each day. That's not a lot, right? 1 hour each day. You can do this. Now, also, the last thing that you see here on this slide is the incentive part, right? So make sure that you include an incentive. Incentive can be extra free time doing one of those activity of choice. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything major, anything big. It could be something very small, something that you and your child agree upon. Okay, so we want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. We hope that you found the information shared useful. And we would like to end with this quote that speaks to us and the work that we do with our parents and families. It is, when schools, families, and community groups work together to support learning, children tend to do better in school, stay in school longer, and like school more. This is by Henderson and Matt. Remember to access the links to all the resources we've shared, including this PowerPoint presentation. Please click on the description below. Our email is engagingfamilies@mylusd.org. Should you have any further questions or need more information, we are happy to assist. Thank you.